we are, a wonderful 29 degrees. And here's our wagon of tomato vines. We've got a couple. It's just a nice older barge wagon that is clear full of tomato vines. We've been out here working in the greenhouse the last few days, pretty hard. And we'll go inside. And I looked at the temp on the Tahoe, and we'll walk in here and see how warm it is. I can already tell a temp difference walking in. Can you read it through there? 63.5 degrees. All that is sun. We don't have any heat on at all in here. All we have is the sun coming through the plastic. And you can see all of our buckets and strings. Yes, it's still a mess in here, but taking all the vines out and everything kind of makes a big mess. We're unhooking all the strings, unhooking the clips from the strings. A couple clear up in the rafters I got to get the ladder out for. We're getting it pretty well picked up. We got our buckets. We got to take the rock wool cubes out of the bucket so we can plant new. We're making progress, but we still got a long ways to go. A lot of cleaning up. We'll sterilize everything, power wash everything in here, get it cleaned up, sweep it about 4 more times, because every time you do something, you make a mess on the floor. But it's not too bad. Beautiful weather. It's weird January weather. Supposed to be in the mid-40s, more or less, for the next 14 days. We'd worked the several cold days in here and had the wood burner going. Because for heat, we do have a wood burning furnace. It's got the fan on it that blows out the 2 vents on the top with the chimney up. We do have the jet tube clear at the top. It's the tube that goes the length of the greenhouse. If we turn that on, it makes a little bit of noise. But it also circulates the air really, really, really well. And then this tan box is our used oil heater. We get used oil from farmers and shops and stuff, and we burn it so it helps keep our costs down. And then tucked up there in the rafters is our propane heater. We try not to use it any more than we have to, because propane costs us a lot of money. Last year we burned over 1,000 gallons of just propane in here. And probably our tank over here holds 250 gallon-ish. Oh, how many gallon did we go through? We had the 2 big barrels outside full. We probably went through close to 2,000 gallon of used oil. I'll have to do the math to figure it out. And of course, we've got the frost-free hydrants in here. That way, we don't have to worry about shutting the water off. We can just shut the hydrant off and we don't have to worry about stuff freezing. But you know, we clean up the mess and we sweep it, and pretty good. We do have our shade cloth up. We tie it up out of our way when it gets not quite as sunny. We don't have to worry about heat. And then in the top, we do have our shade cloth tied to the rafters. Let me move so you can see. It's hooked on the cables and we push it out by hand. It's way better than anything we've had so far. And clear down on that end, we do have our wet wall, which helps cool everything off. Kind of just a quick what I've been working on. A little bit of a quick tour of the greenhouse. We are working on adding our second bay right there. That's that new plastic we just put up this fall. You still have a couple days to get into that giveaway for me for A-OK Foraging. If you haven't, if you go look at Tax videos, she has one for my giveaway. You're supposed to comment on one of my videos, one of the greenhouse videos that we put that wall of plastic up on, and you're entered into the giveaway. Do VRs, you get more chances and stuff. I don't remember what all they've got going on, but I know they had quite a few different things. be helpful and supportive, since they have been very helpful and supportive to me. But I better get my butt to work. I still got about, I don't know, 10,000 clips to take off, plus a whole bunch more vines. I cut the vines off kind of tall just so I didn't have to bend over, and then we'll sit on our little carts and push them around. That makes it a lot easier. Then you're not up and down, up and down. Makes it a little bit easier for me. And there's my plastic I gotta get put up outside on my vent door. Just help seal everything up. I do have plastic to cover the wet wall for when we get when we get the heat turned on and get ready for tomatoes. The tomatoes are looking good. They're starting to get true leaves. In this big box we looked at right there, that's our controller. It runs our irrigation, our venting, everything. I've got quite a mess in here. We got insulation on the wall. It's reflective. That's why I have such a nice piece of Reflectix to camp on, because we had some extra. Made it kind of nice. We got our 2 big windows that we put in so people can look in without coming in. We are going to put a head house on it eventually, hopefully, when we get a free moment to build. We got to do some measuring. Dad's going to bring the transit from work sometime so we can make sure it's right, so it slopes right, and carries the weight good. We've got a big beam to put up. We got to get the big tractor over with the loader on it, so it makes it a little easier. But yep, we've been busy. Lots and lots of stuff taken out. Lots and lots of stuff yet to go. We've got this box full of clips, our tomato clips. We got buckets of them. That sucker's almost full now. There is a bucket down there that is clear full, plus a couple more. Yeah, we have lots of clips. Probably, we buy them in box. I think they come in 10,000 clips in a box. We've got 2 of them for sure. Yeah, we had some more to start with, but we lose a few every year because they break. They are plastic. They sit out in the sun. Some of them just suck. Some of them break when they're brand new. I do know I got a couple with the pruners cutting the vines out. Oops. It happens. Cut a couple strings too. Pisses you off. Good thing you just tie it back together and keep winding. Not a big deal, but there we go. Here's kind of a quick overview. Kind of long-winded, but I am long-winded, so talk to you guys later. Have a good one.